Ever pondered why we exist, or what purpose we serve in the vast universe? These are the big questions, the ones that have been a constant companion to humankind throughout our history. They've danced in the minds of philosophers, theologians, scientists, and even that one friend who always seems to bring up deep topics at parties. In every corner of the world, in every era, people have looked up at the sky and wondered, why? Why are we here? What is our role in the grand cosmic play? Is there a reason for our existence, or are we just the result of a cosmic accident? Now, these aren't questions you typically ponder while picking up your morning coffee or during your daily commute. More often than not, we're too busy worrying about whether we left the oven on or if we're going to make it to our next meeting on time. But every so often, these profound questions creep back into our minds, reminding us of the bigger picture. And let's be honest, these questions can be a little overwhelming. It's like trying to comprehend the size of the universe while standing on a tiny blue dot. But hey, it's these questions that make us human, that push us to learn, explore, and understand the world around us. Now, before we dive deeper into the mysteries of existence, let's take a quick break from the existential crisis. If you're enjoying this exploration into the depth of our existence, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. It helps us continue bringing you these thought-provoking discussions. Plus, it's a lot easier than probing the mysteries of the cosmos. So, as we continue on this journey, remember this: no matter how deep we delve into the questions of existence, no matter how many answers we find or how many more questions those answers raise, one thing remains certain: the universe doesn't care if you're having a bad hair day. So, what does science say about our existence? Are we just a cosmic accident? Let's dive into the scientific theories that try to explain our origin from the Big Bang to evolution. Picture this: around 14 billion years ago there was nothing. No space, no time, nothing. Then suddenly, a tiny, infinitely hot and dense point of energy appeared. This was the Big Bang, the birth of our universe. From this cataclysmic event, all the matter and energy, even space and time themselves, were created. As the universe expanded and cooled, particles began to form, eventually clumping together to create stars and galaxies. But what about life? Well, that's where evolution comes into play. The theory of evolution, courtesy of Charles Darwin, proposes that all life on Earth descended from a common ancestor. Through countless generations, through natural selection and random mutation, life diversified. From simple, single-celled organisms, life evolved into the mind-boggling variety we see today, including us, humans. But here's a fun fact: despite our advanced technology, we still can't answer the fundamental question, why are we here? It's like having a state-of-the-art kitchen but still struggling to make a decent cup of coffee. The question of existence is not just a scientific one, but also a philosophical and existential one. It's a question that has plagued us for centuries, and despite our best efforts, we're still searching for the answer. We've split atoms, walked on the moon, and mapped the human genome. We've achieved feats that were once considered impossible. Yet, when it comes to the question of our existence, we're still in the dark. So, even with all our scientific advancements, we're still clueless. Humbling, isn't it? But what about from a philosophical perspective? Does existence have a purpose? Now, that's a question that has been asked by some of the greatest minds in history. Let's delve into the realm of existentialism first. Existentialists like Jean-Paul Sartre and Friedrich Nietzsche argue that life has no inherent meaning or purpose. It's up to each individual to create their own purpose. This philosophy champions freedom, choice, and personal responsibility. It posits that we are not simply passive beings but active creators of our own lives. We are, in essence, the authors of our own stories. On the other side of the spectrum, we find absurdism, a philosophy brought to the fore by Albert Camus. Absurdists believe that life is inherently meaningless, and that any attempt to find meaning is, well, absurd. But that's not to say it's all doom and gloom. Absurdists advocate for embracing the absurdity of existence and finding joy and fulfillment in the journey, even if the destination is unclear. Of course, these are just two philosophical perspectives. There are countless others, each with their own unique viewpoints on the purpose of existence. Some philosophers argue for a middle ground, suggesting that while life may not have an inherent meaning, we can still find purpose in our relationships, our passions, and our contributions to the world. So, where does that leave us? Well, it leaves us with a lot to think about. The beauty of philosophy is that it encourages us to question, to ponder, and to engage with the world in a deeper, more thoughtful way. It pushes us to consider not just what we believe, but why we believe it. Remember, there's no right or wrong answer when it comes to the purpose of existence. It's a deeply personal and subjective question, one that each of us must answer for ourselves. So, whether you believe in a grand cosmic plan or that life is inherently meaningless, it's all about your perspective. But why does it matter? How does questioning our existence impact our lives? Great questions, aren't they? They're the sort of questions that can keep you up at night, staring at the ceiling, as your mind roams the infinite expanses of the cosmos. But these questions aren't just mind-bending conundrums, they have real-world effects. They shape who we are, how we act, and what we aspire to be. Take a moment to consider how the nature of your existence, or how you perceive it, influences your values. If you believe in the grand cosmic dance, where everything is interconnected, then you're more likely to value balance, harmony, and sustainability. You might be more inclined to respect the environment, to tread lightly on this earth, and to seek peace in your relationships. On the other hand, if you view life as a random, chaotic, and meaningless series of events, then your values could be vastly different. You might prioritize personal freedom, individuality, and the pursuit of happiness above all else. You could see life as a blank canvas, waiting for you to splash it with bold, vibrant colors of your own choosing. And it's not just about values. Your perception of existence also affects your goals. If you believe in a higher purpose, then your goals might revolve around self-discovery, spiritual growth, or service to others. But if you think we're all just passing time on a spinning rock hurtling through space, then your goals might be more grounded, more immediate, more tangible. Your behavior too is shaped by your existential beliefs. If you see yourself as a tiny speck in a vast universe, you might act with humility, patience, and tolerance. But if you view yourself as the center of your own universe, then you might be more assertive, ambitious, and self-reliant. In the end, how we perceive our existence shapes our reality. Deep, huh? We are not just passive observers in this cosmic play, we are active participants, shaping and being shaped by our beliefs, our values, our goals, and our actions. Our existence is not just a fact, but a force. It's an energy, a momentum, a direction. And so as we question our existence, we also shape it. We mold it with our thoughts, our dreams, our fears, and our hopes. In the end, how we perceive our existence shapes our reality. Deep, huh? So, we've explored some deep waters today, haven't we? We've dived into the question of existence, swam through the scientific aspects of it, and even treaded in the philosophical perspectives. It's been a journey that has, hopefully, made you question your very existence. We started by asking ourselves, why do we exist? A question as old as humanity itself. We pondered over the various theories, from the realistic to the outright bizarre, and realized that the answer may not be as straightforward as we'd like. Next, we turned to science for answers. From the Big Bang Theory to the evolution of species, from quantum physics to the mysteries of consciousness, we realized that science too is still grappling with the question of our existence. Not to be left behind, we then took a detour into the realm of philosophy. We pondered over existentialism, the idea that existence precedes essence, and the notion of absurdism, the belief that human beings exist in a purposeless, chaotic universe. These philosophical perspectives challenged us, pushed us to think beyond our immediate realities. We then looked at the impact of our existence, how our actions and choices shape the world around us. We contemplated over the butterfly effect, how a small change can make a big difference, and the ripple effect, how our actions reverberate through time and space. But where does all this leave us? Well, in a place of introspection and further questioning. The existential enigma is not something that can be unraveled in a day or even a lifetime. It's a journey that each one of us is a part of. So, I encourage you all to continue pondering over these questions. Discuss them with others. Challenge your own beliefs and assumptions. Remember, it's not about finding the right answers, but about asking the right questions. Remember, no one has all the answers. So keep questioning, keep exploring, and don't forget to share this video with others on this existential journey. Until next time, stay curious.